Michael quit the band. When was it and why? Did you record this album with him? Or?
We recorded most of the record with him. He left in November, and it was sort of, I mean, it was definitely a mutual agreement. Like, it wasn't like one day he just said, I'm leaving the band. You know, he had moved to Los Angeles and sort of had been living there the whole time we were off tour. And we live in New York City. So, you know, like I said, I started writing the record sort of immediately after we got off tour. And, you know, he really liked traveling. He hated touring, but he liked traveling. So he sort of went and traveled for a while when we got off tour. And so he wasn't really around while a lot of the record was being written. So I think he felt, and we felt, like he wasn't really terribly involved in writing the record. And then I think when we started talking about going on tour again, he wasn't very excited about that. So we sort of just, everybody agreed that we wanted to do different things, or, you know, we're ready to try different things. And so when he left, we went and did a little more recording and also some re-recording of, you know, some of the stuff that he had done that we weren't that excited about. So most of the record was recorded with him, but most of it was written without him. You know?
Yeah, because he was.
Yeah, he was all the way across the country.
Because he was.
Yeah. You know, he was just living in LA, kind of doing his thing.
And what's the part of it that? What didn't he like about touring that you do like?
I mean, you know, I mean, there's a lot of different factors into it. I mean, you know, I think one thing that that was different for him was that Chris and I both had long-term girlfriends from before the band became a full-time thing we were doing. So, you know, we had spent 2 years sort of dealing with having a long-distance relationship, and, like, you know, it sucks and it's really hard to do, but, you know, we sort of had learned how to make it work. And then, you know, without getting too deeply into his personal life, he had a girlfriend right before the end of touring, and I think he was very unexcited about leaving. She lives in LA, and so he sort of moved to LA to be with her. So I think he was, you know, that negative aspect of touring was, I think, new to him, and he really was not enjoying that, I think. I mean, I don't know. I guess I can't really speak for him, but that, one of my perceptions, and knowing how bad it sucks to be away from your girlfriend, was that he was not excited about that aspect. Yeah. And, you know, it is really hard, and I don't know.
And you and Chris still have the same girlfriend?
Yeah.
Okay. Because a lot of lyrics on the new album, I think, are on downsides of relationships and.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of I think a lot of the negative relationship songs on the record are less about romantic relationships than just about interpersonal relationships. Okay. So, I mean, I think the inclination to make a song romantically based is kind of natural, but most of the songs on the record aren't really about romance at all. I mean, I think the last song on the record is like a romantic relationship song, but otherwise I don't think any of them really. There are a couple, I guess, but most of them aren't. Most of them are just about you know, interpersonal politics, sort of.
Maybe it was my interpretation.
No, I mean, and that's sort of the thing, is that I kind of hate talking about what songs are actually specifically about, and I think I tend to avoid being overly specific in the lyrics themselves, just because I think songs are always better when you have personal interpretations of them and can sort of, you know, apply them to yourself in a way. I always like songs like that myself. So yeah, I mean, I don't like talking about which songs are or are not, you know, for example, romantic songs, because then someone can be like, oh, well, I liked it better when I thought that was what it was about, or, you know, I don't know.